Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Sue Rakowski, and with me is Allison Arnold. She's the director of the St. Clair County Library System. Welcome.
Thank you very much for inviting me to come.
And I think the first thing we want to do is say thank you to our community. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So in August, the library had a successful millage.
Wonderful.
For some additional monies for operations. We have been extraordinarily blessed with a community that values education, values freedom of information, and the ability for people to come in and learn and make decisions on their own.
Okay.
Consume information in their own fashion. And they approved that millage, the voters approved that millage, and we could not be more honored
Wonderful.
By their trust in us.
Sure.
So I want to say thank you to our community very
Absolutely.
much.
Absolutely. So there's going to be some additional services that'll be able to be provided due
Yes.
to the millage. What's the average consumer going to see that is going to help me?
So we are going to try to improve and supplement the traditional library services. Mm-hmm. So you can still come in and get books.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be able to have more new books. The collections are kind of held to a certain size because of the sizes of our facilities.
Oh, sure.
But what we're trying to do is we will increase the number of electronic books and electronic media that a patron can get, and they can get that from home.
Okay.
Or they could come into the library. So that's expanding services. Another thing that we're really hoping to do is to reach out to patrons where they are. Okay. With the situation that happened for the last couple of years, the consumption of information has changed.
Okay.
We don't expect patrons to be walking into buildings as much as they used to. So what we need to do is meet patrons where they are.
Fair enough.
And while we have 11 wonderful facilities throughout our county, and we encourage everyone to come and visit us and check us out, sure. We want to be able to take a program out to a school, or take a pop-up library to the beach, or have a bookmobile that will take technology out to an area that is maybe underserved, yeah. Or has a lower population, thus doesn't have a branch of its own. So we want to supplement in that fashion. Another thing that we're hoping to do soon is to start putting out some kiosks in areas that you wouldn't particularly expect to find the library.
Okay.
So, for instance, we want to partner with the county parks and possibly put out some Wi-Fi charging stations in the parks, places where you can have access while you're enjoying the out of doors.
Okay, very good. Well, lots going on with the library. Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll talk more about all things St. Clair County Library.
Great, thank you.
So we'll be right back on Spotlight.
Women's Life Insurance Society is a different kind of insurance provider. It's the life insurance you need to protect your family's financial security, with the added benefit of helping those in need in your community. Choose planning ahead and giving back. Choose Women's Life.
Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm continuing my discussion with Allison from the St. Clair County Library System, and we are thanking the donors, or our local patrons, I should say, for the generous millage passing.
Yes.
We have, other than getting more materials, we also have some staff changes and structural changes. Tell me about that.
So one of the things that we have been noticing is that there is a great increase in use out on the west side of our county. And so our KPAC branch will be moving to what we call a Tier 1 branch, which has certain measurements and parameters that it has been meeting in terms of circulation and patron use. Okay. Which will mean that they will be getting a few more operational hours, open hours, and a few more staff to help support that and support the needs of those communities on the west side of our county. And we're also looking at some services that have very deep partnerships for the library. One with the St. Clair County Literacy Project.
Makes sense.
What this group has been doing over the years has been reaching out and doing a one-on-one tutoring of adults who have maybe low literacy.
Sure.
And we've noticed that literacy is a family issue. So if you have children who are going to school and they have support in their schools, they have support in after-school programs, they have support at the library, but then they're going home and they're not being supported as well or as comfortably, we want to also reach out to any adults who may feel that they can improve their literacy rates. The state has a fairly high illiteracy rate, and we don't necessarily have numbers specific to St. Clair County, but we usually mirror the state.
Wow.
And so we have a high adult illiteracy rate.
I did not know that. You would think, I mean, I guess I would just think with technology and, things would have improved, but sadly there are people that are unable to read, so.
There are some people who are unable to read. They're very, that doesn't have anything to do with their intelligence. It may have everything to do with their background, and we want to assist with that and do that in a respectful manner.
Dignified way.
Exactly. And as we assist in the adult area, we also assist in the children's area, then we rise the level of our literacy, which makes people more employable, which makes our community more able to handle change, and it makes people much more confident in themselves, and allows for lifelong learning, which is better. It's a good process for everyone in our community. Helps to build us.
And where can people find out more information about the library system?
So the library system's website is a very good place to start, and that's stclaircountylibrary.org, and that's stcountylibrary.org.
All right.
And we also have a Facebook page, lots of followers, and we have a lot of programs that are advertised in there. You can also walk into any branch of the St. Clair County Library System. Our staff are more than happy to help you find what you need, guide you to information or to services in your community.
All right, well, very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching this edition of Spotlight.